In this video, we will learn the ratio word problems. How to solve the ratio word problems, right? So, in this question, two things are given to you and the two things are unknown. First of all, read this question. In a class, ratio of boys to girls is 4:5, right? Boys to girls is 4:5. If there are 12 boys in the class, how many total students take this class? So the ratio part for the boys and girls is 4:5. How come? See, the first part belongs to boys. So here the first part is 4 ratio and the second part is girls. So girls belongs to 5 parts, right? So if there are 12 boys in the class, how many total students take place? So you need to find out the total number of the students. So the ratio for the boys and the girls are giving to you, but we don't have the total part of the ratio. So the total ratio here, you can just write down total ratio is equals to 4 plus 5 gives you 9, right? 9 parts. Okay. And what is the difference between their ratio? So, difference, what is the formula for difference? The difference formula is largest values minus the smallest value. So 5 minus 4 gives me the difference of only one part, right? Okay. Now this chart is very important and very you can solve the word problems by this chart very easily. This chart has two columns, right? The first column here is about like ratio parts here, and the second column is the actual part. Okay, so what is actual? I will explain you that what is about actual, and here it's given what is given in the question that we will fix in this row, and what we need to find out we will fix in the second row. So let's solve the given part, right? So in this question, what is given to you, right? The boys are giving to you, the boys are giving. So here we just write down boys. And how many boys? 12 boys. So this is the actual value. So I'm fixing this 12 in this box, right? And it says parts. Parts belongs to ratio. So we are actually this question the boys are giving to you now. So the what is the ratio part for the boys? Let's check in the question. 4 parts. So I'm writing 4 here, right? Okay, fine. What we need to find out here, we need to find out the total students. So I'm writing total here. Okay, so here in the first column, in this column, it says the total. It says a total, we are finding total. So here we will fix the total ratio because this first column is about the ratio. So the total ratio we have found by the addition of 4 ratio plus 5 ratio, it gives you 9 parts. So I'm writing this 9 here. So, and what will come in the second box? It will come x because x is the unknown value. We need to find out the total number of the students. Okay, once we fix all these boxes, then what we need to do? We need to do a cross multiply to find out the value of unknown. So we need to find out the value of x. So first of all, we will multiply 4 with x, not 12 with 9. Okay, we are multiplying 4 with x. It gives you 4x. Now equals to, now multiply diagonally 9 with 12. So do not multiply 9 into 12. You just write down separately 9 times 12. Okay, why? Because it will help you in the simplification part, right? So 4 and x, they both are multiplying here. So 4 is going to divide to the other side. Okay, now simplify 4 with 12. And we left here with 9 times 3 gives you 27. So the x value, it's 27. And what is x here? Yes, students, what is x? X is actually the number of total students, right? So the total students in this question 1 is 27. Okay. Now let's solve the second question. The second question is in a class, ratio of boys to girls is 6:7. Okay. If the total number of the students is 65, how many girls are there? Now, in this question, we need to find out the number of girls. Okay, so what thing is giving to you in this question? We have the ratio, boys ratio, girls. So the boys are like 6 parts for the boys, and for the girls, 7 parts, right? So what is the total ratio? 6 plus 7 gives you 6 plus 7 gives you 13 parts. Okay. Now, what is the difference between 6 and 7? So the difference is 1 part. Right? Okay, now let's fix this table. The table is very important, and it is very helpful for you to solve the word problems, right? Now, the what is giving to you in this question? We have a total number of the students giving to you. So we have total. So let me take the another pen. Total, sorry. So, how many total number of the students? 65. So, I am writing in the actual column, okay? 65. Okay. So, it says total because what we have to give in, it's total parts are giving to you. Now, we need to find out the total parts. And total parts we have found. How many total parts are giving to you? 13 parts. We have add the 6 plus 7, 13. Okay. Now, what we need to find out, how many goals are there? So, here I'm writing goals. Okay, so the what is the ratio value for the girls? 7, right? The ratio value for the girls given to you in the question is 7. So I'm writing 7 here. And you need to find out the number of girls. So in this box, you just put X here. So easy, right? So now what we need to do? We need to do the cross multiply. So 13 with X gives you 13X equals to 7 times 65. 7 times 65. Now, the 13 and x are multiplying with each other, so 13 will go over there as a division part. Okay, it will go in the denominator. Okay, now simplify. 13 ones are 13, 13 ones are 65, 13 5 is the 65, right? Okay, so here it's 7 and into 5. So 7 into 5, 7 fives are 35. 35. 35 is the x value. And what is x here? The x is the, how many girls are there? X is the total number of the girls. Okay. Now the next question. In this question, let's see. Let's read this question. In a class, ratio of boys to girls is 5:7. Okay, boys to girls is 5:7. Boys for 5 parts, boys have a 5 parts, and the girls have a 7 parts. Okay, if there are 8 more girls than boys, how many boys are there in class? Okay, if it's written more or less, if it's written more or less, it means they're talking about difference. Okay, whenever it comes in the question, these terms more or less. So it means that it doesn't mean like 8 girls. It means they're talking about difference. Okay, so keep this in your mind. Okay, now let's solve this chart, right? So what is giving to you? Here we have a difference. So here I'm writing difference. Okay. So how many more girls than boys are there? There are 8 more girls. So 8 is actually the difference here. So actually we need to write down in the actual column 8. Okay, they're talking about girls. So now, okay, and so 8 more girls, right? So I have fixed it, I have fixed this 8 here. Now we need to write down here difference. So what is the difference in the ratio? So here the ratio for the boys is 5 and for the girls is 7. So difference is 7 minus 5 gives you 2. So the two parts. So here we will write down 2. Okay. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out how many boys are there. So here we are writing boys. Okay. So just check in the question. And in the question for the ratio part for the boys is 5. So I'm writing 5 here. Okay. And we need to find out the number of the boys. So we put the x here. Right now cross multiply. 2x equals 5 into 8. Now x equals to 5 times 8 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. 5 times 4 gives us the value of x is 20. 5 fours are 20. Okay, so the unknown value, which is x here, is 20. So what is x? X is actually the number of the boys. I hope students, you people understand about all these word problems related to the ratio. Okay, so whenever the ratio word problems comes on, don't forget to make this chart. This method is very neat and clean because in CIE, when you will solve this question with this chart, it really solves very fast and it will not take too much time to solve these word problems, ratio word problems, right? Thank you.